So Hurricane Zeta just rolled through and knocked out a bunch of branches in my spot. Definitely did not help my sit today. This is usually where they come in. And this has been here for less than 2 days, so I'm sure it's still kind of messing them up. I don't think I'm going to sit in that spot anymore this weekend. I'm going to give it some time to cool down. But I'm going to check my other tree over here and see if it's got storm damage on it too. Well, that was one of my old trees. Looks like I won't be sitting in that one anymore. This is one of my trees I sat in earlier this year, but it's right next to that big tree that fell over. So that might have messed it up a little bit too. I'm gonna go down here to the creek bottom. I have another tree that I shot a doe out of earlier this year. So hopefully that one's still standing. And if it is, I'll sit in that one tomorrow morning. So this is my other poplar. Looks like it's still pretty good. Once you get up in it, you can see through this thick mess. I don't see any big trees or branches laying down in it, so I think I'm going to sit here tomorrow morning. That wind really stripped off a lot of leaves, so the visibility is getting a lot better down here in this creek. Well, overall, I did see one today, but it was too far to even find out if it was a buck or a doe out in that field across the creek bottom. I think a combination of the storm damage, it was really windy during my sit, so it could have blown my scent around, and it was a full moon last night, so that means they can usually eat all night, don't have to worry about it, so they might go to bed earlier in the morning before I even get out to the stand. But we're going to try again tomorrow with that other poplar and hopefully see something else. Alright, this is hunt number 2. It is very cold outside. So I have a new spot that I'm going to go sit because the wind changed directions overnight. So I'm not going to be sitting in that same tree, I'll be sitting in a different tree. And we'll see y'all out there. It's getting super windy and I am freezing. Once those yotes moved in, the deer kind of stopped. They kind of left the area. So I'm going to head out of the tree and go warm up. Well, that was a super successful hunt. Saw a lot of different animals. I saw a couple of deer move through early, followed by that 5-point. And he was actively grunting. I don't know if you could hear it, but he was grunting, which is a good sign. So tomorrow I think I'm going to sit again in the morning. I'm going to bring my grunt call. Maybe be able to call one in. Once those coyotes moved in, it kind of messed him up. I caught him running away, After they moved through the field on the other side, they spooked all the does that were over there. And if everybody's in rut, so if the does leave, the bucks are gonna leave too. I didn't see anything after that, except for that little tiny spike. It's a good spot back there. I'm gonna hit it again tomorrow morning. And I'll have a grunt call this time. I'm gonna start carrying a field point for coyotes if I see one. Next time I'll stick them to the ground. On my way out of the tree, I saw two little button bucks. They were just sparring, which was a little weird since they don't have any antlers, but... And then right as I was getting out, a rabbit ran by, chased by one of those coyotes. So those coyotes definitely moved in. They weren't here last year. Well guys, thanks for watching this hunt, coming along with me. I'm going to start filming all my hunts from now on, and hopefully I'll get that big buck. But until then, y'all stay outdoors.